Shalom, shalom, everybody. Shalom. Call halal Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth to rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is Bakayar Mana, back at it again for another day of preaching out here. I got me a new notebook full of put some old stuff in, you know. I think today was about the financial collapse, right? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Babakusha, Shemai, Adonai, La'arapayat, Mayawam, Chadara, Abba, Zabuanaya, Alahaya, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Amen. Oh my God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, please, please, please help me, hear me, not faint in the day of adversity, but strengthen me. Oh my God, in the name of Yahushua. Okay? Yeah, because the days of adversity is going to come. They're going to shut out people's job, you know what I'm saying? Or it'd probably be willingly on my part, because I know that the will of the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is paramount to whatever's going down here on earth. Okay? So my job is to do what I can to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God to the best of my ability, right? And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep trying. You know, I'm not perfect at it, and I'm trying to give the correct breakdowns. I was kind of pissed off at that Chief Ephraim dude. I don't know who the fuck he is. Some guy over got his own camp at Atlanta HOI, AOI, something like that. I don't know, but you know, because I don't deal with these lunatics. I only deal with Great Millstone men, because you know, they got the 100% truth according to the Holy Scriptures. You know, now we know we can't keep the law, statutes, and commandments perfectly, but the propitiation blood of Yahushua HaMashiach that was shed on the tree for the Israelites, the whole house, whether they were hidden ones or whether they were in the diaspora or dispersed and scattered amongst the nations. It don't matter. Okay? Yahushua shed that blood so this way we would have the opportunity or the ability to come back to the Father, and that blood would cover us in the mistakes that we make and keeping the commandments. We were never supposed to stop keeping the commandments. Our 2/3 of our people had to be left here and melted because they believe that the law's done away with because Paul the apostle said so. Who the fuck is he? He's just a man that the Most High and his gracious and abundant mercy had made a prophet after he left. And he was taught the Holy Scriptures perfectly because he already had understanding of the law as being the son of a Pharisee, and he was a Pharisee. Paul the apostle was. Plus, in addition to that, he was from the tribe of Benjamin, which nowadays would be akin to the people in the West Indies. Okay? Jamaica, stuff like that. That's where Paul the apostle came from. That's where the Benjamites are today. Okay? Real shit. Okay, and then, you know, these Edomite devils sitting up there telling everybody a lie, saying that the law's done away with. Do what you want to do. Just do it till you're satisfied. Right? But, yeah, Chief Ephraim, he pissed me off. He came out, I seen Elder Menatazak's video about that red background he had on the video. You know, that was in order to elicit a quick reactionary response without thinking. Okay, that's what that red background was to do, was to make you in a subliminal or subconscious area of the mind would make one angry. Right? That's what it was meant to do. But that ain't gonna wash. Okay, because the elect of the house of Israel have already been sealed. It's too late. We're just out here getting the stragglers. That's it. Okay? If you don't know the name of the Most High and the name of his son, as it is said in Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4, what is his father's name? What is his name? What is his son's name? If thou canst tell, you're going to get left here and melted. It's too hot. I refuse to cover the great expanse of great fervent heat in order to bring you a glass of water that will shatter under the great heat, and the water will evaporate long before it reaches your tongue. I ain't trying to do all of that. Okay? No. I'm going to do what the Most High told me to do to the best of my ability until these goddamn devils come to destroy me. Okay? Now, if these animals can't handle it, because I know you saw it in the background, some Edomite chick was taking pictures and recording me in the background, you know, in disbelief that I'm wearing fringes with a border of blue. Right? Complete disbelief. Right? These people are finished. They know it. They're running out of time. Okay? Their rulership of being and rulers of this earth is over with. Amalek is going around telling the world that the Palestinians are here. They're trying to tell, Amalek is trying to tell the Israelis, they're trying to tell the Palestinians, which everybody in the world know they're Ishmael's bloodline, trying to say that they're Amalek, which justifies them killing them in the name of genocide and using biblical verses in order to justify genocide. Okay, look, I'll be honest with you, I don't give a shit about the Israeli, I don't give a shit about the Palestinians. Either one of them, fuck them. Neither one of them was supposed to be in my land in the first place. Okay? Ain't neither one of them is supposed to be over there. The only people supposed to be in that land are us. That land is supposed to stay desolate of righteousness and goodness and godliness until Yahweh Shah HaMashiach brings us back home and make that whole land our land. Till then, it's desolate of the truth. It's desolate. That's the reason why I said that land would be desolate. It's desolate spiritually, it's desolate physically and carnally. All of it. They got because I say carnally because they got buildings and air conditioning systems and all that bullshit over there. The grass is fake. The trees, they have to be imported. Okay, they don't just spring up out the ground like they're supposed to. They're imported. That land is going to stay desolate until the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, sees fit to change that verdict on that land. Okay? I think it's Baruch. Yep. What is it? Baruch. Baruch chapter 4. Okay, Salakia. Baruch chapter 4. Right? Verse 1. Let's start there. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. And 2/3 of our people have left the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord to follow in behind Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay, saying that the law is done away with so they can continue in their wickedness. You know, they love righteousness. They love to have it so, man. They love eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. At my job, I know I was being maybe a little bit over righteous, but I was talking to one of the co-workers, an Israelite individual, about the law, statutes, and commandments, and we went out into the book of Leviticus about pork. He said he gonna continue to eat pork to the day he died because it tastes so good, right? Fuck it, I can't change the mind of these people, man. I'm doing the best I can to persuade them, but it's very difficult to do. You know, okay. Baruch chapter 4, verse 2, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. What? The book of the commandments of Yahweh, right? walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. In other words, that you may have common sense enough to get it, to understand that you are an Israelite from the tribe of one of the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, what? Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Asher, Naphtali, Issachar, Reuben, right? Of the 12 tribes, right? And go back and keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. But today's lessons is about to collapse. I'm going to finish and then I'm going to get to where I was. Baruch chapter 4, verse 3, give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. Okay? And that's what we've done. 2/3 of our people would rather give their honor and their leadership ability to these Edomite devils and allow the Edomite devils to lead them into the path and the ways of death and destruction. That's what they want, man. You can tell them all day long. The evangelical Christian church and the people that go there, they don't give a shit. As long as they're worshiping Jesus Christ, punk, homosexual superstar, they don't really give a damn. Right? That's 2/3 of my people. Them is the only people I'm concerned about. I don't give a shit about the rest. Okay? Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Right? You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, your power to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies, right? Joel chapter 3, verse 6, right? Tyre and Sidon, which are the North and South Africans of Libya, Put, Ethiopia, Canaanites, right? The Hamites, right? These individuals took up the whole captivity and delivered us into the hand of the Edomites, of the Grecians, okay, as it says in Joel chapter 3. Okay, that's based on the fact that they all come from the same area of the world. Okay? You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, your power to wrath. You were delivered to the enemies, for you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not unto your God, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's the reason why we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. The transatlantic slave trade was financed by these Amalekite Khazars and imposters that call themselves Jews and are not, but do lie. The Bible tells you who everybody is in biblical succession, okay, as far as the tribes and who all the enemies of the tribes are. All you have to do is put it in your Google search engine and type it in. That's all you got to do, man. It'll tell you who the biblical people are and who they are today. Your Google search engine is rich in information. Before the Edomite devils take it down, the white man, I strongly suggest that you go use the Google search engine. You want to know who Amalek is? Pull it up on your Google search engine. Keep searching, going down that rabbit hole. When you find a book called Who is Esau Edom, I would strongly suggest that you download it as a PDF file into your phone and read it sometime. Okay? Real talk. It's only like 50 pages, but it's a good read. I was reading some of it this morning on a video. I'd seen ISUPK, the International School of Universal Practical Knowledge, or Israelite School, whatever. They got attacked today by the Islamic Mohadists, jihadists, what you call them. He said some chick got mad and pissed off at the fact that the Brotherhood had the star of Remphan on the side of their building, right? Right? Now you know the star of Remphan is the star of Molech. That is the image of the god of the Khazars, a people of Turkish Asiatic bloodline. Okay, let's go get that right quick. And then I'm going to get to my lesson. Because I'm telling you, I go way off left field. Right field, actually. But anyway, here it is, straight out of the book, Who is Esau Edom? The best historical evidence, therefore, shows that the JEWs, or the imposters, are not descended directly from the Israelites of the Bible. I'm going to say that again. Okay? The best historical evidence now, okay? Secular history, the historical evidence, therefore shows that the Jews are not descended directly from the Israelites of the Holy Bible. They're not. The Jews of today, right? But derive much of their ancestry from the Khazars, Khazaria. I put a video up on this on my channel this morning about King Bulan of Khazaria and King Obadiah, the son of King Bulan, right? I think that was his son's name. I don't know. I have to go back and reread that story. But how, John Maccabeus, Hyrcanus Maccabeus, had defeated the Edomites in the land of Idumea and forced them by the force of the sword, and it's also found in the book of 2 Maccabees, by the force of the sword, to force them to convert to the Messianic faith of the Israelites, whom King Bulan adopted such faith, but he amalgamated it with paganism. That's the reason why you have Judaism right today. It is an amalgamation or a conglomeration or a bastard Mongol mix of the Israelite faith of the Messianic faith of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and his belief system, okay, and they amalgamated it with paganism, with the 5 or 7 days a week, and there's a God for every day of the week on the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, right? Well, which I'll probably have to make a video about that because now I mentioned it. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the best I can to bring edification to that. But anyway, getting back to the point, the Jews are not descended directly from the Israelites of the Bible, but derive much of their ancestry from the Khazars and other people of Turkic Asiatic blood. Okay? Because that place should not be called the Middle East. That's Esau's way of trying to hide himself amongst the Muslim world. Okay? The people are the name of that region of the world is West Asia. Okay? Now, the Khazars, also of Edomite stock, I repeat, the Khazars, also of Edomite stock, make up of the present day Jews. Oh, Salakia, I skipped the line. The Khazars are also of Edomite stock, and both stocks, the Edomite stock and the Turkic Asiatic stock, make up of the present day Jews, as the historian H.G. Wells states. The Idumeans, or Edomites, because Idumea is the Greek pronunciation of the word Edom, okay, were made Jews, and a Turkish people, which are the Khazars, were mainly Jews in South Russia. Today, South Russia is in the Caucasus Mountains. King Bulan and the Edomites of Khazaria were naturally a murderous, bloodthirsty, and warlike race of people. And they're still like that right today. They're committing war on people that don't have the ability to fight back, that don't have their own standing army. Okay? That use guerrilla warfare to make their point. Okay? But that still doesn't give these Amalekite Khazars, aka the Amalekites, aka the Israeli, the ability to go over there and start killing innocent people. Okay, now, don't get me wrong. Like it says in Job 4 and 7, whoever perished being innocent or were with the righteous cut off. right? So nobody's innocent. But my point being is that they're over there murdering 2.2 million people in order to try to find one person and justify it using biblical scripture. Okay, that's wrong. That's what these Edomites have done. That's their modus operandum, their MO, their mode of operations. They come into your land, they take your land by force of the sword, they put you in prison or enslave you, call themselves after you and your people in your land, set up their unrighteous laws and decrees in your land, and call you the outcast, call you the criminal. They put you in reservations. They put you in prison houses. And they don't release you under any circumstance and make you build up the rest of their kingdom for free. Then when you are no longer any good, they can't use you, they give you parole and let you go out into society and ruin your life again and go back into prison in order to die. That's the public school system to prison pipeline that these Edomite devils had set up for the children of Israel that are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They refuse to tell the truth. They refuse to do it. They ain't going to do it under any circumstances. Okay? They're going to continue to push white supremacy and white privilege on all of the races of the earth until there's no one else left but them. Then they're going to destroy each other because they're natural warlike people. If there's nobody else left to fight, they'll fight each other until there's nobody left alive. That's what they do, man. That's their mode of operations. Right? Now, getting back to South Russia is home of the Caucasus Mountains. The Caucasus Mountains is located in the Ukraine. If Ukraine is completely destroyed, that leaves Ukraine to be demolished, and for the Bilderberger group, right, to come in and clean it all out and start a 15-minute city, 30-minute city, and start putting all their technology over there. That's the reason why President Biden had gave Ukrainian president all that money so they can start building up their smart city over there in the Ukraine and start moving all the rich people, all the multi-billionaires of the Edomites into Ukraine. They tried to take over Russia so this way they can consolidate their power of thermonuclear might on both sides of the pond, right? The pond being the ocean, right? I mean, these devils are their entire plan is see-through. It's pathetic, but they're still doing it. They're still bringing their plans to fruition, and nobody's listening, right? The main part of Jewry never was in Judea and never came out of Judea. So why are these Israelis going over there bombing Judea to take over the land in the name of colonialism, imperialism, okay? White privilege, white supremacy, right? Under the moniker of calling themselves the Israeli. See, a man by the name of Moritz Steinschneider, that sign right here over in the corner, see? Probably don't see it, I don't know. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, you see it. Moritz Steinschneider, okay, he's a subversive Jewish writer, invented the term anti-Semitic in 1860. They also started calling themselves Jews and Israelites in the same year. The reason they created the terminology of anti-Semitic was to oppose those that destroy them that dare oppose Jewish crimes, Jewish war crimes. That's exactly what they're doing right now. That's a war crime. and the Fourth Geneva Convention, they're in violation of it. But everybody in the world on their side are Edomites, right? And 2/3 of our people who are Israelites, but they've been misled by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? And they're going to be exterminated from the face of the earth, left here and melted, because they won't go back and keep the law, statutes, commandments, and do what God told them to do. Right? Once again, the main part of Jewry never was in Judea. And Judea is where they call the Gaza Strip now. Okay? And had never came out of Judea. According to the Jewish Encyclopedia, the original stock of the Khazars came from the land of Edom. Okay, so the Khazarian Neanderthals that currently brandish the moniker or the branding or the image of the Star of Khazaria with the all-white flag with blue with border of blue, and the Khazarian star of Remphan and of Molech. That's what that star represents. And I was talking about that video I put on my channel earlier this morning concerning ISUPK. Their school had been destroyed, okay, by a Palestinian woman that disagreed with their belief system of the Star of Khazaria. Okay, real talk. So she destroyed their school. Okay, and then he said, I put it was another video in there of about the leadership, the female Jewish leadership in Detroit, Michigan was murdered. I think it was last night or the night before last. They stabbed her to death. Ain't nobody done that but the Palestinians. Okay, what's a woman doing running a Jewish synagogue? Okay, see, this is what women's lib and equal rights does for the woman. Like the Lord said, and what is it, Jeremiah? Where is it, Jeremiah? Chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thy backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So women's lib, women's rights, are starting to get these women exterminated. Okay, 2/3 of our women are going to be cut off over here and die, killed and murdered. Right? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 57. Verse 1. Right? This may not pertain to 2/3 of our people, but it does pertain to the elect 1/3 of the house of Israel, of our people during Jacob's trouble, that are going to be exterminated from the face of the earth. Like it says in Revelation chapter 12, rejoice ye heavens and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Lord hath avenged you on earth. That gives you in reference that the holy apostles and prophets, whose blood is found here in the land of Babylon the Great, is going to be avenged by the Most High God. So evidently more blood has to be shed of the righteous men that speak the 100% truth. I'm hoping and praying that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua covers us with the propitiation blood of Yahushua. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for. That's the reason why I came out to preach with confidence, knowing that nothing would happen to me, because Yahushua HaMashiach is my Father. I've accepted that. I want to go and keep His commandments, right? And commit to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's what I was trying to say at first. You know, and do the best I can. where the grace and mercy afforded me and other righteous men trying to do the same thing will cover you where we make our mistakes. We can't keep the law perfectly, it's impossible. But Isaiah 57:1, the righteous perisheth and no man layeth it to heart, and merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. Right? So the Most High may be moving some of us out of the way, so this way we won't get weak under the pressure of no food, no water. Because Esau Edom said in his cashless society, the only way to participate, to buy food and water, is to have the microchip underneath your skin, the size of a grain of rice, which is a benign RFID NFC chip attached to the cloud with a specific 3-digit barcode system that attaches your digital ID, your medical records, your financial compensation, and your financial purchasing power. 666. They all pertain to the number of a man. Right? Your identity as a man or woman. The woman immediately falls up under the man because she came out of the rib of a man. Okay? So, my point being is that these women are being destroyed too because they were at the forefront with Black Lives Matter in order to make 2/3 of our people go off doing whatever they want to do, and then have a platform where they can go and complain to a bunch of people that don't give a shit about them. It's all about money. Right? So I would rather fall into the hands and the mercies of the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, than worry about depending on these goddamn godless devils. Isaiah. I went off there. Yeah, I did. I was supposed to stay on track, but messed up again. All right. Okay. Let's start off with 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 22. Right? Because there's not going to be any food here pretty soon. People are going to be trying to figure out where they can get them some food, where they can get them some water here pretty soon. Okay? Because as of between November 1st and November 3rd, Citizens Bank crashed. Right? Bank of America is closing a lot of their different banking institutions across the United States. FedNow came online officially November the 1st at 11:59 p.m. Okay? It officially went online. The federal government is in control of every goddamn dime that you spend from here on out. They're going to, by January the 24th of 2024, they want to do away with all paper money, cash, paper money. If you got cash and paper money, or if you have a bank account that's still open, I strongly suggest, if you can do it, if you can't, that's fine. There's 2 ways out of this thing. Repentance. Turn back from thine iniquity, which is sin added unto sin, to meddle no more with them forever. What is sin? 1 John chapter 3 verse 4 states that sin is transgression of the law. Roughly paraphrased, he that sinneth transgresseth also the law, for sin is transgression of the law. Now, since that's the case, that's one way to get out of this. By repentance, that means to practice the righteous acts of the apostles and prophets. Fasting. Stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Stop smoking cigarettes, Mac Malls, smoking weed, doing drugs, smoking crack, smoking pot. Quit. Stop. Null and void that shit. Quit it. Okay? Do what you can to keep the commandments of the Most High. Okay? Go and read the book of Leviticus. Read your Bible. Isaiah 34:16 states, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, where none of these shall fail. These is in reference to the biblical prophecies written in the book. Christianity cannot stand prophecy because that X's them out of any type of salvation. That means that you cannot do what you want to do because prophecy is a preordination or preordained to come to pass. Okay? To prophesy means to say before it happens. That's the reason why they had prophets. They were told things spiritually inspired by the Holy Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wrote it down in books, parchments, scrolls, for us, the hidden ones, found in Psalm 83 in these last days, where we would be persecuted, murdered, mutilated, burned, raped, pillaged, and eaten by our oppressors that say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. Right? That's what these Edomites do. You know, if there's no more food, they'll eat your ass. If there's no more finishing the hunt, you're next on the menu. That's how these Edomite devils are, man. It's their nature. They're natural warlike bestial people that the devil the Bible speaks of. The devil, by definition, means adversary. Okay? Or individuals that side with Satan. They side with the devil. Okay? These are devilish-minded people that will sell their own families down the road for one morsel of meat, or a few dollars, or even for a few dollars more. The U.S. petrodollar, as of January the 24th, 2024, is over with. It's a goddamn done deal officially on a global scale, because that's about the time that the Saudi Arabians, the only country that's still giving the U.S. petrodollar value, right, goes into the BRICS nations officially. Once they go into the BRICS nations, it's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the beast of the Bible in the book of Revelation, versus the rest of the world. It's official. Okay. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly, right? Okay, let's start at verse 18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. Right? 2nd Ezra chapter 9 says the same thing, doesn't it? 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that is the very same time wherein the highest, who is the highest? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is therein, and the foundation of water. Right? Wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw near and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. Who is hurting people unjustly with unrighteous dealings and riches and injuries got by deceit? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, the adversary of all righteousness, right? And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, right? So this is the time of our iniquity are at an end. Our iniquity is at an end. And these devils go above and beyond to continue to destroy us. Listen, we still have Israelites that are among the people in the Gaza Strip that look like the Palestinians, but their bloodline go back to Israelites. All they did is that happened is that they become Hellenized, Grecianized in a way by the Palestinian people. The Palestinians changed their name from the Philistines to the Palestinians in I think it was either 1833 or 1933. Okay? That's what they're not telling you. Okay? So you got the Philistines versus Amalek fighting over our land. Okay? Now those that have hurt people unrighteously, ungodly, and unjustly with their unrighteousness are war crimes that these Edomite devils are enacting upon the Palestinian people. That's what's causing uproars of the people. Let's go back over here to 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 2. Then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, hell, there was an earthquake in Nepal the day before yesterday. I think it's a 5.8 or 5.9 on the Richter scale. It didn't even get on the news. Right? Okay. And uproars of the people in the world, are there not uproars of the people behind these war crimes being perpetrated upon the Palestinians by Amalek? Right? These Amalekite Khazarians, these imposters that call themselves Jews and are not, but do lie, that attend synagogues, right? The Bible tells you who the devil is, but you want to worship these bastards in order to continue to do wickedness in the sight of God and the sight of the white man, because they're in power. And you people act like you have respect to these devils. That's the reason why the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to leave your ass here and melt you, like it says in Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 18. Okay? And you will know that the fury of the Most High God in heaven, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, has been poured out upon you. Okay? Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. What does that mean? Okay, well, the firmament are the skies above us. You have, for example, behind me, you have these light poles, these telephone poles, right? That would be akin to the unicorn, right? Which would be the internet, okay? Because on these hardwired lines and through wireless fidelity, you receive the internet in your homes with the little modem box next to your television set, right? So you can get the internet. It's wireless. Okay? Now, that wireless fidelity goes through the firmament, which are the skies above you. Okay? That's how you get to see all the tokens or the biblical prophecies that are being fulfilled right now. Okay, on a global scale, you got flooding, uproars of the people of the world, you got earthquakes, you got Egyptian versus Egyptian. Spiritual Sodom and Egypt is America. You got America is divided. The divided states of America, it's divided. Okay, one white man is on the side of the Palestinians. The other white man is on the side of the Israeli. Right? Egyptian versus Egyptian. Like it says in Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. right? So, you see what I'm saying? Everything is coming to pass. The tokens that the angel Uriel told Ezra in the book of Second Ezra is coming to pass, right? The books shall be opened. What books? All the books of the Holy Bible. All the books of the Holy Bible. They're being opened unto you. Where one of these pastors in Christian church, they're going to tell you the book of Revelation is sealed. The book of this and book of that is sealed. It's a goddamn lie. We're at the end. The books have been opened. The firmament through the internet, the unicorn found in Psalms 19 verses 1 through 4. Okay, because that's giving you reference to the internet. Okay, wireless fidelity, Wi-Fi, through the firmament, which is the sky above us, outer space, going from satellite to satellite to satellite, and being projected back down to your home through the firmament, which is the sky. Okay, so anybody sit up and tell you that that book is sealed and that book is sealed is telling you a lie, is because that they don't understand it. And they don't want to go into no murky waters like that and be against you. Or be against themselves, in other words. You know, where they would foul up, they would mess it up and bring and sow more confusion. So they're instructed by the Catholic diocese, okay, to just tell them that book is sealed, because they don't want you as Israelites to know that the children of Israel are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? They don't want you to know that you are Israelites of the Holy Bible. That's the only way that they can hide it and keep money in their pocket at the same time, was to continue to tell you a lie. Right? The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they, being everyone on earth, shall see all together. Right? So you have all these different internet platforms: Rumble, BitChute, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, or what they call Meta now, Twitter, which is called X, okay, Instagram, Messenger, right? You have all of these different types of modicums of, you know, of wireless fidelity, of information, the information superhighway. Thank you, brother, appreciate it. You know, the information superhighway, right? So where you can find out all this information, and I'm telling you for yourself. That's the reason why 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15 says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the words of truth. Right? 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. These banks that are closing are sown places. That's where your money's at. You know where your banking institution is. It's sown right there. You know where it's at. You can put it on your Google search, Google Maps. It's sown right there. You know you can go straight to get your money, right? The sown places shall appear unsown. That's all these bank closures, store closures. They're closing Walmarts, Targets, Best Buy, right? They're closing Starbucks, Costco, right? They're closing all of these different stores. Okay? They're doing it on purpose. Okay? In order to bring more dependence on them, the Edomites, the elites that are in control. Once they shut off the food, they shut off the water, They shut off your electricity. What are you going to do? Commit sin. Commit sedition. Breaking into people's houses. Taking that which does not belong to you by force of the sword. The modern day sword is the gun. More than likely, that's what you're probably going to do if you have no faith and no belief in the names of Yahweh and in the name of Yahweh Shai. These are the true biblical Hebrew names of the Father and the Son. They're Hebrews. They're Israelites. Okay? The Most High God in heaven is the Father, okay, of all things and creator of all things. Okay? But the Israelites come from Abraham, friend to the Most High, Yahweh Bashir, Yahweh Shai. Right? So there's a lot of people that don't understand that these Edomite devils want to bring more dependence upon them for electricity, water, food, medicine. They're doing that on purpose so you can take the mark of the beast, the MOTB, the radio frequency identification chip. Either in your right hand, your left hand, your forehead. It doesn't matter if you put it in your ass cheek. Ain't gonna change a thing. You still took it. There are angels that are innumerable, okay, that are writing down everything that you say and do right now, man. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 30. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is therein, and the foundation of water. Why would you go through all that problem, all that stress, when all you had to do was repent? Come back, keep the laws to the best you can until the return of the Mashiach. Watch these videos. These are video epistles, right? You read the epistles of Paul the Apostle, right? In the book of Acts, the letters to the Corinthians, the letters to the Philippians, the letters to the Colossians, the letters to Timothy, right? To the Romans. That's what you do now. Okay? They're epistles, letters. These are video letters to you as a warning. It's time for you to come out of the ways of Babylon the Great, America, Lady Liberty, the land of indigenous Holocaust, and home of the slaves. It's time for you to come away from this bullshit and go back and keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You are running out of time. Okay? 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. When they crash the dollar, you're going to go try to make you some money by any means necessary to get food for your family. How? If the paper money doesn't make any sense, it doesn't make any money. You can't buy and sell anything with it. It becomes useless toilet paper. What then? Esau Edom is so wicked that he's going to sweeten the pot for you. He has this thing set up called Universal Basic Income, UBI. He'll give you $2,000 a month to take the mark of the beast, the RFID chip located underneath your skin. It's the size of a grain of rice. That is the mark of the beast. Okay? How we know is because the prophets of old gave us clues as to what to look for in the last days. Okay? It's that simple. You're trying to overcomplicate the truth, looking for something that's not there. Okay? Verse 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. Okay? The trumpet is being blown by the apostles, prophets, and righteous men that are giving you the 100% truth. Right? such as individuals like Elder Manata Zakba at GMS South Carolina 08, or GMS Abawan Ibad 144. You know, that's just two for examples, right? Okay, and don't look for there. Look there. See, Ezekiel chapter 33, right? 31 and 33, or 32. They hear thy words, but they will not do them. The words that cometh out of individuals' mouth like mine, preaching 100% truth of the Holy Bible to your face, whether you will hear or forbear, give a damn about your emotions, it's like a lovely song playing well on an instrument. They will hear my words, but they refuse to do them. Like it's okay, let's go get it. Ezekiel chapter 31. Salakia. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. I got it backwards. Salakia. Right? Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. Verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. Right? They drive past you, you hear them all the time, yelling in the background, praise the Lord, blah, blah, blah. But they won't do what I'm telling them to do in the name of Yahweh and in the name of Yahweh Shai. Right? For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. Right? Lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Right? That's covetousness. Okay? Verse 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. Right? And when this cometh to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Right? But until then, they're going to keep on doing what they want to do. Doing it till they satisfied. Just doing it. They don't care. Okay? Smoking weed, getting high, having sex with all these weird individuals, spreading sexual diseases. You see what I'm saying? Right? Right. Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Right? So they're going to stress you out. They're going to cut off all the power, electricity, water, and cut off your food sources by closing all the stores. Okay? They're going to force you into a bottleneck where you don't have a choice. Okay? That's what they're going to do. Hold on. Let's get Zephaniah chapter 1. Verse 10. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate. Okay, now the fish gate back in those days would be like in the New Testament, where Yahushua went into the temple of the money changers, right, and turned over the tables, right, and took off a switch and a belt and whipped them, right, and kicked them out of his father's temple. Okay, it's the same thing. The fish gate is where they control all of your financial records, medical records, your money, the banking institutions. Okay, there's a cry coming from the fish gate. They're putting it on the internet and TikTok videos right now. Okay, that closing, Citizens Bank is closed. Branches of Bank of America are closing. Okay, and they're telling you that you can't get your money. So if it's direct deposit, that's just money chopped up and lost. You see what I'm saying? And a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Okay, they're going to crash the money, the monetary system that you're accustomed to, the dollar. Once they're done with the US dollar, everything becomes digital. Central bank digital currency. The central bank digital currency, and the only way to access it, because right now you're rich, you got big money, you can make your car payments on time, right? When the money crashes, the stock market crashes here in January, February, sometime next year, okay, they're going to introduce the central bank digital currency sometime after in the next fall, next winter, okay, with universal basic income. By that time, it'll be complete chaos in America, okay, if it's the Lord's will. Adawan Ratazah. Okay, and then they're going to set up these choke points on street corners and street lamps, right? Where you cannot go unless you have the mark of the beast in your right hand, left hand, or your forehead. Ain't gonna matter. Okay? Okay? That's the only way it means that you're going to be able to participate in a cashless society. The cashless society has been set up as the image of the beast, foretold in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. Okay? That is the image of the beast. America, the land of indigenous Holocaust and home of the slaves. Through cashless society. Okay? That's the image. The beast is Rome. The image of Rome is America. They're straight identical to one another. The streets paved with concrete, buildings. Okay? The people have their own horsepower. They have their own horse-drawn chariots now. Okay? Under horsepower. Okay, they don't have drawn horses in a chariot anymore. Okay, it's an upgrade. This is Rome 2.0, the image of the beast. America, Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, mother of harlots. The harlots are these churches, Baptists, Episcopalians, Pentecostals, Methodists. All these go a-whoring away from the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, telling you that the law is done away with. Because at the end of the day, they all tell you the same thing. Right? Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 11. Howl, ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. So all these multi-billionaires and millionaires here in America, they're going to be cut off from their money because it's going to become useless paper. If they have it in a specific banking institution, that banking institution will tell them that they can no longer bank there. When they go to get their money out, before doing bank runs, they'll tell them they can't access any more of their money. ATMs are going to be a thing of the past. Okay? They're right now, while you're asleep, they're trying to get rid of as many ATMs as they can. Damn near the only way that you can access an ATM is either a convenience store, right? Or a bank. Before then, hell, they were everywhere. Okay? See how they funnel you to cause dependence on them using their monetary system? See? Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. Who is this that's doing all this searching? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all there is in, and the foundations of water. Now I just got through telling you about Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31, right? They are unto them as a lovely song, and one that can play well on the instrument. They hear thy words, but they will not do them. So, yeah, they show much love with their mouth, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. Right? How ye inhabitants of Mektesh, for the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. So you won't have access to your money. Right now, if you're a Citizens Bank member or Bank of America, you better go check your bank account, because I'm thinking you're broke. They're going to take all direct deposits. You better try to change that to a different banking institution. You ain't got much time left. Okay? Because you just lost this paycheck. You better make sure you don't lose the next one. Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Right? That's that Chief Ephraim dude. Chief Tazariot over there at ISUPK. You know, saying that the Lord will not do good or do evil. Giving advice to our people that they should take the wicked Satan's piss into their arm. So this way they would be inoculated. What the fuck? Why would you kill your own people? IUIC did the same thing. You know, I didn't. I praise the Lord. You know, call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Many blessings to the Most High in the name of Yahushai. You know, because I didn't have to take that wicked inoculation. Okay, with the Karaks, I didn't have to take it. Okay, you know, I got terminated from my job for standing on my square. A year later, they took me back and gave me more money. You know, I went to other jobs, and I still kept preaching. Hell, my chick left me too. You know what I'm saying? Went into the arms of a fucking peckerwood. You think that didn't hurt my feelings? But what can you do? Right? It's gonna get bad. Okay? When they shut off our jobs all over again, we're gonna lose it all again. All we can do is hope and pray on the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and His abundant mercy that He will have us covered in that time. Let's go to Isaiah 65. Verse 12. Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Why? Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. They ignore it, right? They don't want to tell you the 100% truth over there at ISUPK. It's all about paper money. When the paper money goes out, what then? They'll be talking about central bank digital currency. It's okay. That's the reason why they're deliberately now leading you away from the fact that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. Telling you that it's sin. It's a white woman. All kinds of other wicked bullshit. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yahweh. You know, Halal Yahweh. Halal Yahweh. Kal Halal Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Qudash. Amen. Okay? 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die because you are listening to these unrighteous, ungodly men. They are not the men of the Lord. They are not prophets. And even if they were, why are they deliberately leading you from a very important biblical prophecy concerning your eternal salvation? Why would they tell you that the mark of the beast is pork, a white woman, philosophy? You can't go into a store, a convenience store, and buy food for your kids using philosophy. Well, I know the philosophy of right and wrong. Can I buy a loaf of bread for my kids? They're going to shoot your ass or call the police and have you forcibly removed out of that place of business. The only way that you're going to be able to interact in a cashless society is with the radio frequency identification chip the size of a grain of rice implanted underneath your skin. That way, nobody can steal it, you can't misplace it, and they can keep track of you no matter where you're at. That's what they're going to do with central bank digital currency. They're going to give you and sweeten the pot by giving you universal basic income of $2,000 a month. Anything to get you to sell your soul. These barrels, they don't care. They never have. Isaiah 65, verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But ye did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Verse 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Right? And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. So the Most High God has already predestinated and chosen and sealed the elect of the house of Israel that he has already predestinated to save here in these last days. That's the reason why Yahweh Shai HaMashiach was sacrificed on a tree and his blood shed for the hidden ones here in these last days that have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, that have been, changed by any means necessary from Israelites and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God in heaven, okay, and eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster.
I like what you're doing, bro. Keep it up.
Okay.
God bless you.
Okay. Right. Okay, you get people, I didn't ask for that, they just decided, hey, I'm gonna, whatever. I got a job. Okay? Anyway, Isaiah 65 and 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord Yahweh shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. Right? How is the Most High going to slay you? Okay? Let's go over here to Jeremiah chapter 15. Verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Right? Because 2/3 of our people are hard-headed and stiff-necked. You see, they just keep going by here saying praise the Lord and all that other shit, but they won't do what God tells them to do. They go after their covetousness, right? Though Moses and Samuel, prophets of the Most High, stood before me in defense of this people, right? Yet my mind could not be toward this people. Salakia. Okay, concede. Salakia.